Welcome back to Let's Play Gran Turismo 4 part stuff. And, I think it's time we tackle the extreme event halls. And I am going to use a car for that. The question is what car? And I think I'm going to use this one. We've got the Jag. And so, yeah. So in the last episode, I was rambling for quite a while. I kind of want to move on from that subject and just talk about other things. I will talk about like my ideas for different types of content. At least some of them. Because I don't want to get too in-depth with it and then not have it happen. I have a really bad habit with that. But, yeah. We got another Jag in here too, so that's cool, I guess. I am going to leave traction control on because cheats. And, oh, by the way, yeah, I should probably go over that. The way I'm going to do the rest of the series is I'm going to start off with test course, well, not test course. I'm going to start off with Like the Wind and Premium Sports Lounge in the, but essentially my focus just shifted over time. I don't really need to like explain it for 5 minutes straight or anything, but basically, yeah, I have absolutely no plans on doing another playthrough of anything, especially one that takes that long. And I kind of just want to, if I'm going to do anything on this channel, or anything gaming related, it has to, like, it has to do something for me in return. Because, to be completely honest, I've been thinking this way for a while, but I am just, like, I'm kind of over, like, being obsessed with anything that has to do with gaming. Like, I don't know if anybody else is this way, but I have, like, a certain, like, limit of how much time or how many, as the kids would say it, how many fucks I would like to give whenever it comes to certain topics per day. Like, I could be super obsessed with something, but also have, like, a certain limit to, like, how much I want to talk about it, or do it, or anything like that. And at a certain point, you just, like, you just don't really care anymore. To put it bluntly. And that's kind of how I am with this, to a certain extent. Whenever, so like a few years ago, well, I say a few years ago, but this was like 7 years ago. Christ, we are all getting really old. But I think I might have already told this story. But a long time ago, I was your typical degenerate Call of Duty gamer. I would go to work, and then the moment I get back home, I would hop on Call of Duty and just play it till I fall asleep. That would be a daily thing, over and over and over and over again. I basically had no social life. Still don't. I didn't really do anything with the game either. Like, I would just go home and play and hope I would hit a cool clip and then get off. I didn't make any, like, YouTube videos, any serious ones for that matter, or anything like that. So I didn't, like, benefit from it whatsoever, and all it did was piss me off because you know how Call of Duty is. Everybody plays a certain way that you don't like. And I literally, one day, just decided I am not going to play videos, or I'm not going to play video games at all, and I'm going to see how long I could go without it. And, well, y'all might not believe this, but I actually did go an entire year without playing a single thing. And I don't think it was a coincidence that that 1 year span was also one of the most enjoyable years of my life. Because I found different things to work towards. I got out more often. And overall, like, life was just better back then. And then eventually I was like, alright, you know what? I don't really need to deprive myself of anything just to be happy, so I'm going to try to get back into it with moderation. I'm not going to play COD anymore. I'm going to start playing Gran Turismo again, because that's more of a chill game. Basically, Gran Turismo, Minecraft, and Call of Duty Zombies. Like, multiplayer, I dropped completely, because all it did was piss me off. Everything else, though, started playing in moderation, and I actually handled it super well. Like, it didn't affect my daily life. It didn't affect, like, my health. Mental and physical health, with, like, lack of sleep and stuff like that. I was super good with it. And, well, if I'm going to be honest, today, like, these days, I still kind of am. Because most of the time, I don't really want to get on and play anything. If anything, like, I'll just watch YouTube or a TV show or something. So, I think, like, that has worked to this day for the most part. Every now and then I'll get, like, a super crazy binge for something, and I'll play it for way longer than I really need to. But I'm kind of getting to that point again with this. Like, getting on and playing Gran Turismo, especially for, like, content reasons, it feels more like a chore these days. And of course, like, if I did not, like, gain anything from this, whether it be, like, recognition... God, this force feedback is destroying my arms right now. But if I didn't really get anything out of this, I'm going to be completely honest, I probably would not have, like, half of the garbage that I've accumulated so far. As far as, like, sim racing goes. I would probably still have my G29. I probably wouldn't have a dedicated rig at all. And, I definitely wouldn't be so concerned about having to get on at a certain point or be like, okay, well, I gotta get on because I need to do this. Yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, that's basically it. Now, I will also say that I'm a very... I guess other people can probably be like this too. I don't think it's like a unique trait for myself or anything. And there they all go into the pits for God knows what. My tires aren't even green yet. I still have plenty of fuel. Don't know what they're doing. This is... Oh, my wrists are hurting. It's been a while since I've been having to wrangle a wheel around on this game. But yeah, what was I saying? I'm kind of like... So, I have, like, seasonal hobby. Yes, that's actually the perfect way to put it. I have seasonal hobbies. Where it doesn't have to, like, align with the seasons of the year or anything, but every few months, I would rotate my hobbies around. So, at some point of the year, or at some point in a random rotation, I would be, like, super interested in one or two certain hobbies for, like, a few months. And then At some point, I would just completely switch interests and focus on something else for a few months. And that's how I keep myself entertained. Like I cannot do a single thing 24/7 and have it be like one of the only things I do all the time. I do not work like that. Thank God that's over. Oh my God. That was a workout. Oh my. Yeah, my wrists. But yeah, I'll be super focused on one thing for a few months, and then I'll get interested in something else and start doing that for a few months. That's how I keep things interesting. That's how I keep myself entertained. And whenever it comes to this, I have been, unfortunately, like, because of YouTube and like the opportunities that it's opened for me and the potential that's there, especially, like, of course, I'm only at 44,000 subscribers. Whoop-de fucking do. But there's like an opportunity there, and I know I gotta work towards it. But the thing is, I have been focused on this thing for almost 5 straight years, and I can't take a break from it. Even if I take a couple months off, I'm still constantly thinking about it in the background. Like right now, I'm not thinking about the other hobbies that I like, because one, I either can't do them or I'm not currently interested in them. But with this, it's the only thing you think about 24/7. And I guess that's kind of like what leads to like a lot of the indecisiveness and the frequent burnouts that I have with it. I'm just not wired that way. I cannot do the same thing over and over and over again, because that is literally the definition of insanity. But I think I'm a little bit insane in the main brain to begin with anyways. But yeah. Stay tuned for the next episode.